The power of attitude, your inner superpower. Two people, same problem, one gives up, the other grows stronger. What made the difference? Not talent, not money, not luck. It was their attitude. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who faced every storm in life with a smile, while others collapsed over minor setbacks? Have you ever wondered what makes some people rise while others break? It's not intelligence. It's not background. It's not even education. It's attitude. Your attitude shapes your altitude. And in a world filled with uncertainty, competition, and pressure, your attitude is not just important, it's everything. Today, we're going to explore how this invisible force called attitude has the power to transform your life, rewrite your story, and fuel your greatness, no matter where you're starting from. Understanding the power of attitude. Attitude isn't just about being positive. It's about how you see yourself, your world, your problems, and your possibilities. It's your emotional filter. It's your mental lens, and here's the truth. Your attitude can be your greatest asset or your biggest liability. A person with a poor attitude will sabotage opportunities. A person with a winning attitude will create opportunities. Let's break it down. A fixed attitude blames others. A growth attitude asks, what can I learn? A fearful attitude plays not to lose. A courageous attitude plays to win. Let me tell you a story about me. There was a time in my life where nothing made sense. I was 23, unemployed, broke, and living in my parents' basement. My friends were moving forward, careers, relationships, new cities, and I was stuck. Every rejection letter felt like another punch in the gut. One day, after yet another failed job interview, I sat on my bed and said out loud, maybe I'm just not meant to win. And I believed that. For a while, until one night, scrolling through YouTube, I watched a clip. The speaker said, you can't control your past, but you can control your attitude toward it. That sentence slapped me hard. So I did something radical. I didn't change my job. I didn't change my city. I changed my attitude. I started waking up with intention. I started dressing like I had a purpose, even though I had nowhere to go. I started treating every small task like it mattered. Slowly, my language changed from I can't to how can I. This is unfair to this is preparing me. I'm stuck to I'm training. And guess what? I didn't land the dream job the next day, but I walked into the next interview with confidence, clarity, and energy, and I got hired. That first job led to another, that led to a promotion. Then I started my own small business. That turned into a full career. Nothing changed, except my attitude, and that changed everything. Why attitude trumps everything. Talent is common. Intelligence is helpful. Resources are tools, but attitude, that's the difference maker. Let me prove it. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. His attitude, I didn't fail. I found 1,000 ways that won't work. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a TV anchor. Her attitude, turn your wounds into wisdom. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison. His attitude, I never lose. I either win or learn. Success is never guaranteed, but a strong, resilient, growth-filled attitude, that's the one thing you can carry into every season of life. 7 powerful shifts in attitude that will change your life from entitlement to gratitude. Life owes you nothing, but gratitude turns what you have into more than enough. From complaining to creating, don't talk about the problem. Become the solution. From victim to victor, you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become next. From excuses to execution, you either have a reason or a result. Choose action. From fear to faith. Stop feeding your fears. Start feeding your faith. From doubt to discipline, you don't need motivation every day. You need discipline that respects your dreams. From why me to try me. Challenges aren't punishments. They're training. How to develop a strong attitude daily. A great attitude isn't built in a moment. It's built like muscle, in small reps. Here's your daily training plan. Morning mindset. Start your day with 10 minutes of gratitude or affirmations. I am strong. I am learning. I am growing. Daily challenge. Do something hard. Train your brain to handle resistance. Control the input. Social media, news, negativity. Limit it. Feed your mind with books, wisdom, and progress. Watch your language. Words become beliefs. Don't say I'm stuck. Say I'm evolving. Surround yourself wisely. Your circle shapes your standards. Hang with people who sharpen your attitude. Celebrate small wins. Progress isn't always loud. Reward the climb, not just the summit. When attitude saves you from collapse, let me ask again. What happens when the relationship ends? When the business fails? When life throws you a curveball? You lose the job. The contract falls through. You get that late night call that changes everything. Then what? You can collapse or you can rise. And what makes that difference? Not your resume, not your bank account, not your looks. It's your attitude. That's why this matters. When life breaks you, it's attitude that rebuilds you. When people betray you, it's attitude that keeps your heart clean. When you're tired, scared, anxious, it's attitude that says, one more step, one more breath, one more shot. Hey, you watching this? Maybe life hasn't been kind to you lately. Maybe you've made some mistakes. Maybe things are slower than you hoped. But listen, your story isn't over, not by a long shot, and the pen is still in your hand. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need everyone's approval. You just need the right attitude. So decide today. I will stop waiting to feel ready. I will stop blaming and start building. I will face life head on with grit in my soul and a smile on my face. Because life won't always go your way, but with the right attitude you can make your way anyway. So here's your challenge for today and for life. Catch your attitude in the moment. When frustration rises, ask, how can I choose better? Reframe every setback as a setup. Instead of why me, ask what's this teaching me? Lead with energy. Every room you walk into, let your attitude speak before your words. Inspire others. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Don't just react, set the tone. Comment below, I choose my attitude. Let the world know you're not just surviving, you're leading. Share this video with someone who needs a mindset reset. You never know whose life your attitude might impact. Subscribe if you're committed to growing stronger every day, because at the end of the day, you don't control the weather, you don't control the economy, you don't control other people, but you control your attitude. And that power, that's more than enough. Change your attitude and watch how your whole life follows.